old is Shaylin when I lost her, and why did I give her up for adoption or lose her first and then give her up for adoption? I had Shaylin with her dad when I was 17 years old, and he ended up getting a 13-year-old girl pregnant while I was pregnant. I had dropped out of high school against my parents' wishes, of course. I was one of them kids. I left school before getting pregnant with this girl. I was bad and ran away from home. Got pregnant with her dad, and then he went to prison, and I was a waitress making $2.15 an hour. That's how much waitresses made back in the day, and I was living off of tips, and tips were not that much. So this little girl had to go to her babysitter 6 days a week, and then I got into doing drugs. I ended up losing her to CPS. I started doing everything that I needed to get her back. I just felt like I couldn't give her the life that she deserved, and she deserved so much better than me. On the only day that I had her on Sundays, I had to call her babysitter to find out her routine because I didn't know it anymore because I just worked all the time. And that's how she ended up originally being lost, and then I signed over my rights with the intent of her being given up for adoption.
I went to like a very loving family. They were amazing. They did their best with me, even though I was a very complicated kid.
Well, I mean, you're going through a lot too.
I know.
This question is, did you always know you were adopted? And if you didn't, what age did you find out?
I was young when I found out. I don't remember exactly what age I was. I feel like it was around 5, 6, but I don't really quite remember all that well. I know that I was sat down and had a talk about it, and they did a gotcha day. A gotcha day is a day that you celebrate the day that you adopted your child, and that is what they did for all of us. I remember wanting to know more, wanting to know the story, but they couldn't tell me much because it was a closed adoption. I remember them telling me that my mom did drugs, and in my mind I just couldn't wrap my head around that, so I wouldn't believe it. I would say that they were lying, and I know that was wrong. Now I was wrong that they were telling me.
That's literally one of the first things that she told me when we found each other. I went to go get her so she could spend a week with me and so we could get to know each other. And one of the very first things she said to me was, I knew they were lying. I knew that you wanted me. I knew that you weren't on drugs. And I was like, oh, no. I messed up. I messed up bad. And I told her everything. Like, I don't believe in lying. I told her, like, honey, it's embarrassing, but I tried to just make the best I could out of my life so that when you did find me, it wasn't all in vain. So I could show you that I changed and, like, I grew in life and I wasn't stuck in the same place that I was. And it's important to be accountable.
I remember when I was looking for her, I was 18. My adopted parents told me her name. They told me her name was Jessica.